Okay, let's do one more open read. I'm going to do 18 cards, and then we'll see if we can figure it out together. So give these a good ruffle shuffle first. You know what? I think I'm going to use this other deck instead. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's see what it's going to point to. Okay, let's see what's driving the read. It's about the things we're hanging on to, the daily life. Also my card for evidence at hand. Figuring out the next move. Okay, the action beginning to open up when it comes to the burden and the things being studied, looking at deeper what's going on. For the things not being seen or beginning to see, but not in total clarity yet when it comes to those of the wealthy. Okay. Could also be when it comes to our own prosperity or what's taking place. So we'll go ahead and see if we can figure it out, but that's what's driving the reading. Holding on, what we've got in hand, things opening up, the burden studied, beginning to see when it comes to wealth, okay, living a good life, etc. So the reading's about going forward to somewhere better. It's about what's being offered when it comes to more knowledge and light. The energy coming into it is about his delusion, the delusion. Okay? The mental difficulties, the illusion, the delusion when it comes to messages being put out, what's being offered up, and wanting to go forward to truth, the light, the truth on what's going on. It's about looking at our past and wanting some victories, and this is what we are struggling with now. The challenge is things that are up in the air when it comes to democracy, etc., and what's rapidly coming. Potential outcome, looking at the harvest, controlling the actions when it comes to the fight, more push, more actions going forward. Okay, this pushback, this, again, the mental decline when it comes to he who would be king and overturning some of this. Okay, mental decline. You know, he just doesn't have it to be a ruler. Overturning things, needing to see from a different point of view. Sacrifices that are happening when it comes to people. Evidence we have at hand. Okay? When it comes to these things, overturning he who would be king, because he's not in a position, you know, as a leader. He's overturning things. He's hanging him upside down, and he's just, you know, doesn't have the wherewithal of mentality. Okay? So if we look at this, the four corners, wanting to get to a better place when it comes to the harvest, taking action, the fight for light, putting out the truth. And the center of it all is about a victory. The past, the things that they're coming in that we're struggling with. His increasingly rapid decline mentally, his delusion that's continuing to go forward. Messages of a victory for democracy, okay, or for also the spirituality, this continued fight for truth, rapidly bringing these out about the things that are up in the air. When it comes to the messages being put out, what's offered up about a victory going forward, we're continuing to struggle with putting out messages about going forward and shedding light on the past and the things that they've been doing, okay? And just going forward and bringing out messages about the truth of his mental decline, his illusion, his delusion. When it comes to democracy, a victory in taking action, okay? What's up in the air? Rapidly, more things are coming to the forefront, struggling with the harvest and the past. We are wanting to take more actions about what's being done. Again, what's driving it? The evidence at hand, figuring out the next move, things beginning to open when it comes to the burden, and studying what's happened. Seeing, but not clearly yet when it comes to the distribution of wealth, etc. So let's put these, shove these in here, and then do a good ruffle shuffle, and we'll look at the clarifying read and see what else it has to say about this. Okay, give them a good ruffle shuffle now. Okay, so the center of it all is about the light being shed, more light coming in. When it comes to the all-encompassing things, how it's affecting the world, your world, and studying, looking deeper about the knowledge about what's taking place, seeking relief, wanting the higher things. When it comes to the things being done overseas, waiting for the ship to come in, also could have some things to do with the tariffs and things, wanting to get to some relief because of facing some losses. Looking deeper, again, investigating and having an agreement about what's taking place overseas, and again, his attempt to bring in a dark government, okay? The light on the losses being felt by people, looking deeper into, how to move forward, and an agreement about what he's doing overseas. We're struggling with the things that are up in the air, okay? But the truth is raining down, and as this truth rains down, it continues to cause he who wants to control, okay, to just be hogtied. It's not going well for him. There will be more going forward, putting this fight for truth. When it comes to the dark government, there will be some new action on what's being handed out. When it comes to the long-term dynamics, messages will be put out, the truth about and judgment. When it comes to those that are all just about the monetary thing, the wealthy. And it comes to Trumpenstein wanting to be king, because he's not a leader. He's there to what? Grift. To grift. He's out there, out in the cold, out there with his hand out to get more monetary things. So when it comes to democracy, these are the choices that we are making in life. And again, the wheel is turning. The wheel is turning. So we just continue to go forward. We're continuing to go forward when it comes to all of these things. And just wanting to make the best options that we can with what we can going forward. So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online.